I want to give you a little sneak peek of another feature on the new Heiken Ashi indicator, and also want to give you some chart setup ideas. This is the price action from today on Friday, 1 minute NQ chart. I'm going to go over all the trade setups that were available today. I've got the MMT key levels on the chart. I've got the ultimate delta histogram down here, and the ultimate delta is also printing delta divergence with these gold triangles. I've got the XXX indicator painting the background and also the triple over crossover dots. It's a very simple setup and a very clean way to combine 4 different indicators. So in a previous video, I showed you how I used the new Heiken Ashi indicator to detect when the Heiken Ashi went into the flat butt mode. Well, there's many different features in the new Heiken Ashi indicator. I've got the Heiken Ashi indicator painting the bar color red or green, and with this particular Heiken Ashi logic, this is a special Heiken Ashi trend logic. So in the new Heiken Ashi indicator, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different categories of different ways to look at the Heiken Ashi. So all these logics are based on Heiken Ashi candles, but you can choose to view the regular candlesticks, or you can also view the Heiken Ashi candles if you would like to. The only feature that I'm using on the indicator right now is the Heiken Ashi trend, and it's just painting the bars. So if we have a default of 1, this is printing the regular candlesticks, the exact same color that the Heiken Ashi candles would be. Here's the Heiken Ashi view with the Heiken Ashi style candles. See, we got the red, the green, the red. However, if we just want to see the regular candlesticks, we've got those exact same colors, but printed on regular candlesticks. So that way we can see the price action of the candlesticks, but also know exactly what is going on with the Heiken Ashi. So with the Heiken Ashi trend, you see we got a little blip here. We got a little green candle in the midst. Here we have a couple of green candles. If I want to change the trend strength to a 2, it'll get rid of this candle right here. Now it's red. Remember, we had 2 down here. So if I change the strength to a 3, now this is red as well. So now we have a lot smoother transitions with the Heiken Ashi. And again, this is just one of the features. I've got one that measures body size, one that measures wick size, a slowdown feature with some custom options that I will talk about in future videos, and also custom inputs. On a normal Heiken Ashi indicator, if you change the input series, it will have no effect. But I've created custom versions of the MACD, RSI, SMA, EMA, and there's others coming as well. And then the Heiken Ashi calculations will be based on different oscillators and moving averages. So this is a full-featured, super ultimate Heiken Ashi indicator, unlike anything I've ever seen. It's been in the works for a while. I've been playing around with all these different logics that I've come up with, all based on the Heiken Ashi. Should be releasing next week. Just working out a few more bugs. I also have the trend and reversal indicator on here. Forgot about that. I've got it printing just the reversals. I've got a look back period of 6, overbought, oversold of 60 and 40. The XXX settings. These are the default settings. The triple EMA and the MA wave is in single moving average mode. It's painting the background. On the delta, I've got the delta divergence set at a look back period of 3. So besides the key levels, I've got VWAP on the chart. I've got the 20 SMA, this gold dashed line, and I also have the 250 SMA, this purple line. I've got my daily session volume profile. This is from NINZA. Also from NINZA are these innovative ordering chart buttons that make it super easy just to place a buy or a sell market order. There's also an option to place limit orders. So this is my base setup for the 1 minute chart. I also have a higher time frame 60-minute chart, always keeping the higher time frames in mind. But let's go over some of the trade signals from today. So right out of the gate, we've got a XXX, triple moving average crossover signal to the downside, but we're buttoned up right against VWAP and the 250 SMA. We also had positive delta on this candle. I would potentially be interested in taking a short if it broke below this trigger candle, broke below the 250 SMA as well. Then we've got some room to the next key level. This is a very special volume level that the MMT key levels indicator prints. You can see later on that this volume level was a very important level for the session today. We came down and rejected right off of this level 1, 2, 3 times. I've also got the standard built-in NinjaTrader pivot point indicator on the chart. Next candle, we get a triple moving average crossover to the upside, and our background turns green. We got a little bit more delta coming in. Taking a break above this trigger candle would be a viable trade, I'd say. I would be looking for a quick scalp because right above us we have yesterday's point of control. I'd want to make sure that I got out around yesterday's point of control unless we just had a ton of delta or a really quick move to the upside. But on the next candle we start getting some divergence. Then we make it right up to yesterday's point of control and we get a rejection. Here we get some red Heiken Ashi candles, but our background is still green or transparent. We're still above VWAP. We're still closing above the 20 SMA. We're closing above yesterday's close. Yesterday's close was also a very important key level today. You can see the rejections here, the rejections there, and there. VWAP was in line with yesterday's close, making it extra potent today. You can see how many times we got rejections off of this area in both directions. So now we get another triple moving average crossover signal to the upside, and our backgrounds turn green. Heiken Ashi candles are still red. Delta is climbing. I would consider taking a break above this candle, at least up to the yesterday's point of control again. You can see yesterday's point of control, rejected price once again, came right back to the London Open. You can see the London Open. It's hard to see, it's right under the 15-minute center, but this London Open area was also a major key level. You can see all the rejections along the London Open here. This candle right here, nice full-bodied candle, strong delta. We're breaking above and closing above yesterday's point of control. Great spot to get in on a break above this candle. We push all the way up to the next key level, which was yesterday's New York Open. Yesterday's New York Open, also a very important key level today. We rejected hard off of this level. There's a reason I have these very specific key levels on the MMT key levels indicator. These are levels I always want to be aware of when I'm trading during the day. This is our one trend and reversal signal. And if you've seen any of my other videos, if I see a reversal signal print, I definitely want to make sure that I get some confirmation follow through. I want price to break below the low of this entry candle, as well as having a few other things going on in my favor. On this candle, price breaks below, delta have been dropping. We get a bunch of delta coming in on this candle. If I was taking a short on the break, I'd be getting out right around the 20 SMA. But once we close below with this full-bodied candle, tons of delta, we get a little pullback close to the 20, drop right back down to VWAP. This is a very important level. We start getting some divergence. This is delta divergence with these gold triangles. Divergence right at a very key level. Get a nice bounce back up to the 20. Little hesitation at the 20. When we break and close above the 20 SMA, we've got green Heiken Ashi candles. We've got a green background from the XXX. So taking a break above this candle, we had plenty of room up to the next key level, the high of the 15-minute opening range. The high of the 15-minute range held. We started getting red Heiken Ashi candles. Then the background turns red. We close below the 20. We got delta decreasing. I would consider a short once we broke below the low of this candle and the center of the 15-minute opening range in the London Open. We made it back down to VWAP, had a nice bounce off of VWAP and yesterday's close, back up to the 20. When we finally have a close below VWAP, we're sitting right at the 250 SMA. We've got a lot of strong delta to the downside. So when we break lower, we make it down to this special volume line from the MMT key levels indicator, where we get a nice rejection back up to VWAP, back to the volume line, back to VWAP. Background's still red, Heiken Ashi candles are still red. We get a nice wicking candle right up of VWAP. Make it down to the pivot point, which was also yesterday's open. We get a hard rejection there. As we're coming back up to VWAP, Background's turning green, but we have red Heiken Ashi candles. Price never breaks above VWAP or yesterday's close, so there would be no long there for me. We're actually getting delta divergence up at this major key level area. We get a bounce down. We get another triple moving average crossover signal, a healthy close below the 20 SMA and below this previous session point of control. Delta is decreasing. We get another push back down to the pivot point. Here the background starts turning transparent and then green. And during the last 8 minutes or so, you can see positive delta has been creeping in. We get the Heiken Ashi turning green. We get the background turning green. Get a nice close above the 20 SMA. Taking a break above this to retest VWAP would be a good trade. Then once we break above this major key level area with VWAP and yesterday's close, we got a lot of strong delta on this candle as well. Plenty of room up to the next key level. That would be another great place to get long. On the break of the high of this candle, we make it right up to the 15-minute center where we get a hold up. The center of the 15-minute opening range is another one of my favorite key levels. You can see how it is getting honored later in the day here. As we're moving up, we've got some delta divergence here. We get a little pull back to the 15-minute center. And now it's 10:50. This is usually well after when I am done trading for the day. But those were the setups that were available today. These are the kind of things that I'm looking for every single day in my trading. These indicators are the culmination of my 17 years of experience and playing around in the markets, designing different strategies and systems along the way. I have made these indicators available to the public. If you'd like to learn more about these indicators, there is a link in the description. I'm a registered member of the NinjaTrader ecosystem, and all licensing is done directly through the NinjaTrader 8 platform. I sell these indicators on WAP. They've got a very safe payment system, as well as independent reviews. And if you're interested in trading with any of the prop firms that I trade with, if you use code MonkeyMan over at Apex or Take Profit Trader or Tradeify, you will get the best price possible, and you will also help to support the work that I do on this channel. And if you're interested in the volume profile or these chart trader buttons or maybe some other indicators that NinzaCo offers, if you use code MonkeyMan over at Ninza, even if they're having a crazy 60% off sale, if you use code MonkeyMan, you get an even deeper discount. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. I hope you got some good ideas for your own trading. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.